Martin Scorsese isn't just a director. He's one of the most influential filmmakers in history, the mastermind behind some of Hollywood's biggest movies. With a career spanning over 50 years, Scorsese has created classics like Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, and The Wolf of Wall Street. Today, he's worth over $200 million, and his work continues to shape the movie industry. This is the story of how Martin Scorsese became a cinematic icon, the massive success of his films, and what he's doing now. Early life and humble beginnings. Martin Charles Scorsese was born on November 17, 1942, in New York City's Little Italy. His parents were working class. His father was a garment presser and his mother a seamstress. As a child, Scorsese suffered from severe asthma, which kept him indoors most of the time. While other kids played outside, young Martin spent his time watching movies, developing a deep love for cinema that would change his life forever. At first, he even considered becoming a priest, enrolling in a Catholic seminary. But eventually, his passion for storytelling pulled him toward filmmaking, leading him to study at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, where he earned a master's degree in film. The Breakthrough, Taxi Driver and Mean Streets. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, Scorsese started directing low-budget films. His big breakthrough came with Mean Streets, 1973, starring Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel. The movie made only $3 million at the box office, but it established Scorsese as a serious director with a unique voice. Then came Taxi Driver, 1976. Made for $1.9 million, it grossed $28 million, becoming one of the most profitable films of the decade. The movie also earned 4 Oscar nominations and gave us the iconic line, "You talking to me?" Box office hits and Oscar glory. From there, Scorsese became a force in Hollywood, releasing hit after hit. Here are some of his biggest movies and their financial impact. Raging Bull, 1980, budget $18 million, earned $23 million, now considered one of the greatest sports films ever. The Color of Money, 1986, earned $52 million, gave Paul Newman his first Oscar. Goodfellas, 1990, budget $25 million, box office $47 million, later became a cult classic that continues to generate millions through streaming and royalties. Casino, 1995, budget $52 million, earned $160 million worldwide. Gangs of New York, 2002, budget $100 million, grossed $193 million. The Aviator, 2004, budget $110 million, grossed $200. The Departed, 2006, budget $90, earned $291 million worldwide, and finally won Scorsese's first Oscar for Best Director. Shutter Island, 2010, budget $80 million, box office $295 million worldwide. The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013, budget $100 million, earned $406 million, one of his most profitable films ever. The Irishman, 2019. Netflix paid $159 million production budget, plus $100 million for distribution rights, making it one of the most expensive streaming films ever. Killers of the Flower Moon, 2023. Budget $200 million, backed by Apple, grossing over $160 million in theaters with massive streaming deals expected. Combined, Scorsese's films have generated over $2 billion worldwide in box office revenue, not counting streaming royalties and licensing fees. Partnerships with Hollywood legends. Scorsese is famous for his long-term partnerships with some of Hollywood's greatest actors. Robert De Niro collaborated on Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino, and The Irishman. Leonardo DiCaprio, a modern-day partnership with hits like The Aviator, The Departed, Shutter Island, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Killers of the Flower Moon. Joe Pesci, known for Goodfellas and Casino, iconic roles that helped define the gangster genre. These partnerships not only shaped Scorsese's career, but also generated hundreds of millions in box office revenue. Scorsese's paychecks and net worth. Scorsese isn't just an artist, he's a businessman. Here's how much he has earned, directing some of his biggest films. The Departed, $10 million salary plus back-end profits. Shutter Island, $12 million up front. The Wolf of Wall Street, $15 million plus royalties from global distribution. The Irishman, $20 million paid by Netflix. Killers of the Flower Moon, $20 million plus a portion of Apple's streaming profits. Over his career, Scorsese has earned over $150 million directly from directing salaries, with additional millions from producing, consulting, and film royalties. Today, his net worth sits around $200 million, a figure expected to grow as his films continue streaming worldwide. Business ventures and legacy building. Scorsese co-founded Sequelia Productions, his own production company, which develops films, documentaries, and series. This allows him to retain back-end profits, meaning he makes money long after a movie's release. He's also a champion of film preservation, founding the Film Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to saving old films for future generations. Awards and achievements. Throughout his career, Martin Scorsese has earned 1 Academy Award for Best Director, The Departed, 13 Oscar nominations for Best Director, Golden Globe and BAFTA Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute. His movies have received over 80 Oscar nominations and 20 wins combined. What Scorsese does now. Even in his 80s, Scorsese isn't slowing down. In 2025, he continues to direct and produce films, with new projects being developed under his deal with Apple TV+. Streaming services have given him creative freedom and massive budgets, with some of his recent films receiving $200 million plus production funding. Scorsese is also heavily involved in documentaries, exploring topics like music, history, and the art of cinema itself. Outside of directing, he spends his time mentoring young filmmakers and working on film restoration. Legacy and cultural impact. Martin Scorsese's impact goes beyond money and awards. He redefined modern cinema, creating timeless movies that influenced generations of directors, including Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, and Todd Phillips. His gangster films shaped the genre, while his collaborations with DiCaprio and De Niro have become legendary. Financially, his movies continue to generate hundreds of millions through streaming, making him one of the most profitable directors of all time. Conclusion. From a sickly kid in Little Italy to a $200 million Hollywood icon, Martin Scorsese's journey is one of passion, resilience, and vision. He didn't just direct movies. He built an empire, creating some of the greatest films ever made while earning hundreds of millions for studios and himself. As streaming keeps his classics alive for new audiences, Scorsese's name will remain synonymous with cinematic excellence and financial success for decades to come. Martin Scorsese isn't just a director, he's a living legend, proving that storytelling and smart business moves can create a legacy that lasts forever.